Morning friends, it's Alex on the 5th of December, currently Saturday, and the time is currently 5:08 in the morning. So yeah, I slightly overslept for my 4:30 departure, so it's been about 20 minutes since I departed. As to where we are currently, 1 second, just put you up here. Right. Might be able to make out that says Fujimi Daira, which is the what do you call it, the mountain lodge sort of camping area that I stayed in on the left. Then to the right, that's either Yamato or Dainichigoya, which is to the right. That would be where the shelter is, where I initially planned to stay was. But yeah, it's currently quite nippy. It's snowing a bit. There's a north blowing wind with some snow on it currently. Yeah, I'll just keep you pointing here, shall I? Because otherwise you can't see anything. But yeah, so it'll take about another sort of hour and a half, 2 hours, I'd say, to get to Kinpu-san from here. But yeah, we'll be just in time for the sunrise, if not a bit late, so that'll be exciting, I suppose. I might shoot a bit more then, because I don't really like shooting in the dark and holding you when I'm walking in the dark, because it's quite dangerous. So I imagine I won't have much to report up until the sunrise at least. So until then, I'll leave you. So for now, Alex out. Hello friends, Alex on the 5th of December, currently 6:33 in the morning, on the way to Mount Kinpu. Elevation approximately around 2100 meters at the moment, I would hazard a guess at. So yeah, as you can see, the sunlight has kind of returned. The sun hasn't actually risen yet, I don't think. It's just being obscured by mountains on the eastern side, so it'll come through proper in about 10-15 minutes or so. The weather's sort of quite interesting really. It's kind of quite blustery, cloudy. It's meant to be clear today, but you know, generally take a weather forecast with a pinch of salt, I find, especially of mountains. Just sort of proceeding up here towards what I believe the reading of it is the Yamato stone, or the Yamato boulder, which Yamato in Japanese is the old name for Japan, so it's the Japan boulder, so to speak, which is fairly exciting. Yeah, been having a look at the map and despairing a bit, but looks like it will be quite a long day today for me, but either way it should be doable, I think. Let's proceed on up here, being careful not to slip and such. As you can see, there's sort of like a fine powdering of snow over everything at the moment because it was snowing a bit earlier, so this will probably all melt there when the sun comes out. Just going to take a short rest actually. I've not rested in a while. Sorry about that. Right. Hello there. Oh Jesus. Yeah, it's already what, 6:30, and I'm fairly pooped off this already because it's been just climbing up and up and up. So. I said fairly cloudy. It's completely obscured with clouds actually, now that I look at it. Maybe Mount Kinpu will actually break through the cloud cover. That'd be quite nice. But yeah, so I say despairing earlier in terms of how much I have to do today, but it's quite annoying. The return route's quite an issue because there's no nearby train station. So it means going onto a road and walking for about another 20 kilometres, which is doable, yeah. Walking along a road is no problem. It's just at the end of the hike it's quite annoying. And I'm not really very good at hitchhiking. I say not very good at. It's probably due to the coronavirus and such. People are a bit averse to hitchhiking strangers. particularly sort of conspicuous looking foreigners such as myself, I think. But yeah, that's the forest over there I've been walking through. I don't think I'll probably ever break through this until I get to the summit anyway, because it looks like the subsidiary level, is that what you call it? The actual word, the tree level. Mount Kinpu summit also seems to be within the tree level, which is odd, because it's 2,595 centimetres, I think. Might be a bit less than that, not sure. But yeah, I'm going to take a bit more of a break and then continue on, I think. So, although I've not been able to show you the sunrise today, apologies for that, I'll see you next time. So until then, Alex out. Hello there friends, it's Alex on the 5th of December, currently 2 minutes past 8 in the morning. Yeah, you just caught me just after having a break. Quite a big drop. That was quite impressive, I thought, so I wanted to show you. As we're getting higher up in altitude, so we're about 2,400 metres now, I'd say, approaching that anyway. The clouds are starting to disperse somewhat, which is quite nice. Yeah, that's quite impressive, I thought. I imagine there's some people out there in the world who climb such sheer faces. But yeah, in case it wasn't really obvious, I seem to be the only one doing this course at the moment. So because of the snow, you can generally tell if other people have been before you, because of the tracks and such in it. Hello again. I was really interrupted by my battery cutting out. I've just put my charger in now for now, just to finish what I was saying. But yeah, there's no tracks. I'm the only one leaving behind tracks at the moment, so that would indicate that I'm the only one here at the moment, which is fairly exciting, I suppose. I think once today's over, I'll be able to sort of relax a bit more, because the issue is if anything were to happen to me now, there is no escape route nearby me for at least another 6 hours. So just need to make sure I'm careful, particularly on these ice roads and such. Again, the wind, yeah, you probably can't hear me. But yeah, as you can tell, the scenery is turning very winter-like, so I probably need to put you off and continue climbing. I've got about another 110 metres or so, I think, until Mount Kinpu summit, so I predict it will be very windy up there though, so I might not be able to take great footage. But yeah, either way, I will see you then. So until then, next time. Until then, next time. Until next time, Alex out. Hello there friends, it's me, Alex, on December the 5th, Saturday. Currently 9:06 in the morning. Currently at Mount Kinpu summit, 2,595 metres. That's the summit marker over there. The reason why I won't take you over there is because if you step past this rock here, you get buffeted by a sort of gale force type wind. I've come from that direction, so I was basically experiencing that all the way up here. I had to take off my glasses as well because they were fogging up, which was interesting. I think, yeah, part of this is frozen as well. So yeah, it's quite indicative of how cold it is currently. Fairly glad that other than this though. It's a shame that I can't see anything, because Kinpu-san, so Kin is metal or sometimes gold as well. Pu is normally mine, which is ridge, so it's normally Golden Ridge Mountain. So with a name like that, I imagine it would actually be quite pretty to look around and such, but as you can probably tell, sort of cloud cover, 360 degrees. So yeah, our heading after this is down there. We'll just continue on down here, going on to Mount Asahi, and then Mount Kokushi, I think it is. They're both dakes, though, which dake is a different san, which generally means they're quite steep, quite tough to do apparently, I seem to remember. But yeah, see how that goes. Just need to get to this is yeah, the second 100 famous mountain now in 2 days then, so yeah, I'm pretty glad with that. I've decided though that if the weather stays like this and it's buffety, sort of very strong winds, snowy, I won't even bother doing dive or something. I'll just I'll go up this ridge, go up to Mount Kobushi, or Kobushi in English I suppose, and then slowly make my way back from there, which which is involving going down a road, but it's downhill, so it's fine. Yeah, I'm not really fancying going across a ridge all the way over to Kumatoli, for instance, in this sort of weather / conditions. It's not particularly enjoyable. By not particularly enjoyable, I mean it feels like I'm going to slip, and I'd prefer not to do that. So it's obviously I quite like the cold and such, and it's quite nice, but it's at the same time, yeah, it'd be quite nice to get back to civilization, I think. But yeah, anyways, for now, that's Mount Kinpu summit marker, as I showed you. Not really much to look at, I'm afraid. It doesn't really seem to be a very famous mountain. Not many people seem to be coming here, because I've not seen a single person today. The last person I saw was yesterday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But yeah, just me by myself on my lonesome, and I'll continue down there in a bit after taking a bit of a rest and having water and taking pictures and such. So yeah, until next time, which will probably be sometime either after Mount Asahi or maybe before Mount Kokushi or something, I will see you then. So until then, Alex out. Kokushi Dake, Asahi Dake, that way. Hello again, Alex on the 5th of December. Did I say 4th last recording? Sorry if I did. 9:53 in the morning currently. Elevation around 2450, 2500 meters. So we've dropped a fair bit since Mount Kinpu. I say a fair bit, only about 100 meters or so. And just walking through a nicely wooded area with no wind at all, which means it's quite warm comparatively. So just making our way along here. I think it's about another 25 minutes until maybe the ascent for Mount Asahi starts. I'm just hoping it doesn't really go down too much, because then this means I do have to go back up it again, because Mount Asahi is above 2500 meters if I recall. So yeah, I don't know. When I've been walking along, I've sort of been giving some idle thoughts into which escape route to use, because whenever I go hiking I always leave some sort of escape route, or a fair few anyway, along the route, just in case I don't really feel well or the weather's bad. This one, there are a fair few, just they do take quite a long time to go down, so if I'm going to use them I need to use them quite early on to be able to make it back into civilization on time for tomorrow evening, because ultimately I want to get the early bus, or even the afternoon bus actually I suppose, on Monday evening or Monday afternoon back to Kyoto from Matsumoto. That is my plan at the moment. Oh, is this the beginnings of an ascent? The looks of it. Right then. As ascents get tiresome and I start panting a lot when I start ascending, I'm going to turn you off for now and then turn you back on, I think, a bit later. There is a Asahi Pass, I think it's called. It's about 2400 meters. I think there I'm thinking of probably making some lunch of sorts, because as much as I'd love to just run on a diet of sort of protein snacks and water for the entire day, I don't really think it's very healthy. So yeah, I'll probably make some food there, I think. So yeah, until next time, Alex out. Hello friends, I think this is on. Alex on the 5th of December, currently 20 past 10 in the morning. Just a quick update. This is Mount Asahi, 2,579. It was only a 160 metre climb, so it wasn't really too bad. Came from that direction and we're going in this direction. Okay, to be honest, that was all I wanted to show you actually. The trees also are really impressive, so I'll just show you that as well. So, first of all, the snow that you're seeing here, this is sort of formed from water droplets that are frozen on the trees and rocks and such and blown off. So this itself is really light. It's like, it doesn't weigh anything. It's not proper snow. And the answer to that is basically it's made up of these sort of droplets that fall off the trees. So the tree as a whole looks like this, which is quite pretty, I think. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show you. So until next time, Alex out. Hello friends. It's Alex on the 5th of December, currently 11:55 in the morning. I'm aware that the window might be making it quite hard to see me at the moment though, so apologies for that if it is. So yeah, I'm currently at Odarimi Goya, I think it's called, Odarimi Mountain Lodge, I think. It's on the way to Kokushi Dake, or Mount Kokushi. It's open, it's pretty much free to use, so it's not staffed at the moment, so I'm the only one here obviously. I'm currently waiting for my pot noodles, or instant noodles, or cup noodles in fact, to seep in, whatever you call it. The water to seep in, I suppose, does that make sense? And I also have a coffee here. I didn't want to use my cup, so I've just put it in my bowl. So yeah, I'm just... my fancy food that I was planning on making turned out to be instant noodles again, I'm afraid. I think tonight, yeah, so about that actually tonight, I will finish Kobushi, or Mount Kobushi, at about 4 o'clock, half 4, it seems like at the moment. If there's cloud cover, that means it will still be fairly dark. But after that, I'm going to have to, I say I'm going to have to, but I'm choosing to. I'm going to night walk for about 3 or 4 hours, I think, and see how far I can get, and hopefully find some sort of shelter and refuge to stay the night, and then continue on tomorrow, probably along that fairly long road I envisage anyway. Yeah, it sounds like a good plan really. But yeah, that's about 20 kilometers or so along that road, which is it's fairly long, but it's also quite straight and it's all downhill, as I think I mentioned before, so should be fine. From here, Mount Kokushi is about 50 minutes. 50 minutes or about an hour, up to 2,590 meters. That's what the elevation is. Then after that, there's quite a long walk up to the next mountain, which takes about 2 hours apparently, but it's all downhill it seems. So again, I might be able to shave some time off that. And then after that, it's just a couple of peaks between that peak and Mount Kobushi. So looking pretty good, I think. The reason I've come in here as well rather than have my food outside is because I didn't really want to sort of, have food out in the snow, really, because the snow's sort of blustering in every now and then, which, it's best to take advantage of shelter when it's there, I think. I also wrote a little note for the people who work here when they eventually come back and see this, thanking them for the shelter, and said that I'd quite like to come back and visit again when it's actually up and running, because I had a quick look around and it's actually quite nice. Sort of like this. Typical sort of Japanese mountain lodge. It's kind of like this all the time. But yeah, other than that, there's not really much else to report. Just a forewarning, it might be a sort of big time jump until my next recording, I imagine, because I do need to crack on after finishing my, what are these? Spicy vegetable noodles. So I'll get on that afterwards, I think. But yeah, so until then, Alex out. Hello friends, Alex on the 5th of December, currently 5 minutes past 1 in the afternoon at the peak of Mount Kokushi, which is 2,592 metres. So yeah, I feel pretty good actually. The sun's come out, which is quite nice. I say it's come out, but that ridge over there is where I've come from. That's probably where that mountain lodge was before. There's the sign that you can't really see very well. I'm not sure if this is a triangulation point, I don't think it is. But yeah, as you can see, it's sort of a complete winter landscape actually. It's quite pretty. Over here you sort of have blue skies. I'm heading in that direction next. That direction straight forward, and then we're going to be going left, so that's north up there. It is, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's... Where are we? Sun sets in the west, doesn't it? So that's west, north is over there then, yeah. And then we're just continuing heading east for a bit more. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, I've got a bit bamboozled there for a second. Yeah, feel pretty good. It's gone a bit warmer as well, so I've taken off my hat and hood and such. So I'm going to continue plodding on there, I think. Making pretty good progress so far. Hopefully get to Mount Kobushi before the sun goes down, and then after that I'm just going to push forward and go into the dark down until a sort of suitable elevation where it's not completely freezing, because I don't really want to repeat last night. I also took an aluminium blanket, aluminium? Sort of like a foil blanket thing, one of those things to keep you warm. They give them to people after marathons often. I don't know if you guys have seen those before, but yeah, I took one of those because last night I was actually really cold. My fingers and toes were quite cold, so don't want to get frostbite. I will eventually probably end up sleeping tonight at some point, probably around 10 11 o'clock I imagine. But yeah, gonna keep pressing on. Making pretty good progress. It's that pot noodle is keeping me going, I think. So yeah, just once again, this is Mount Kokushi summit, 2,592 meters, and we only go down from here now, so we only go downhill. At Mount Kobushi we also go up a bit, but that's we're just going to ignore that for now, I think. But yeah, anyways, for now I'm going to turn you off, and then so this next leg is about 2 hours, so there might be a bit of a time gap between this and the next one. Who knows, I might record a bit more in between. But yeah, until then, Alex out. Hello there friends, it's me, Alex, on the 5th of December 1502 currently. So yeah, we're currently at Mount Higashi Azusa, I think it's called, 2,271 meters. It was a bit of a long haul from Mount Kokushi all the way here. It was about 2 hours, bang on I think. So I beat the map estimate by about 10 minutes, which is fairly good. Mount Kobushi is behind this set of trees straight ahead. You might be able to see a sort of range rising off into the distance. Sorry, the camera's a bit blurry, isn't it? I think I've not really cleaned this properly. Sorry about that. I'll clean it for next time. But yeah, so currently 3 o'clock. Sundown is in an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. To Mount Kobushi from here takes about 2 hours. So if you do the maths there, means that I won't be able to make it in time, which is a bit frustrating, but it can't be helped. So I'm not going to whinge about it. I could have always set off earlier if I wanted to avoid this issue. Either way, I've got 3 headlamps, so night hiking is not an issue as long as I take my time. After finishing Mount Kobushi, I'm going to go to the mountain lodge and see if there's a bench, chairs and such. And probably in the dark I'll make some curry, I think, because I have ingredients for curry. So I'm going to have a bit of that, and then with that energy spend another 3 hours and a half or so hiking downhill to about 1,200 meters elevation, I believe is my destination anyway. So that is the plan, party people. Hopefully it all goes okay. The way down might be quite dangerous because dark plus snow, but yeah, I'll take my time and such. Yeah, quite looking forward to my curry actually. That's in 2 hours or so. I can look forward to that. For now I have another energy snack that I can, an energy bar with some water. I've burnt 12,000 calories so far, so I think I'm perfectly justified in having some sugary things here and there. But yeah, so for now I'll turn you off, I think, and then probably on one of the peaks that I'm going up on the way to Mount Kobushi, I'll probably be able to see the sunset, so spoilers, I'll probably put you back on for that. But yeah, until then, Alex out. Hello again friends, Alex on the 5th of December, currently 7 minutes past 4. Yeah, I thought this was pretty nice, so I'd share this with you. I've got 2 more mountains before Mount Kobushi. Mount Kobushi is the one in the distance, straight ahead, sort of just behind, peeking behind the trees. So yeah, that's Mount Fuji right in front of us. This is the first view that I've actually had of her during my entire sort of time here, because I've been cursed with the weather a bit. There's the sun going down over there. And here's your host, me, Alex. Yeah, so I will have a bit more of a break here because it's quite nice and serene and quiet and no one's here. I'm getting to have a break a bit. And then I'll continue on down there and then up a couple more mountains, and then I'll be finished. After that, the escape route, I believe, is just behind that ridge there right in front of us. So Mount Kobushi's at the top of the ridge, and then the valley going down that I'll follow down anyway is behind that ridge. It's not this one here. It's the one just behind that one in front of us. But yeah, I thought this was really pretty, so it's very nice. Yeah, I'll leave you for now, I think. So until next time, Alex out. Oh, it will also be dark next time I take a shot, probably. Hello there friends, it's me, Alex, on the 5th of December, currently 6:20 in the evening, and we are at the top of Mount Kobushi. I don't know if you can really see that very well, but it says Nihon Hyakumezan ano Kobushi Dake, Kobushi Ridgewalk, I suppose. Yeah, so 100 famous mountains, Mount Kobushi. Yeah, it's really nice up here. It's a shame that I can't really show you the view in real time via video. I've not figured out how to do that yet. I can take pictures of it and such, but yeah, I'm just trying to keep moving because it's quite cold up here. And you can probably tell it's also quite windy. So yeah, we came from Odarimi Toge Pass. That was the place where I had those noodles before, that A shot. And Kokushi Ridgewalk is the one that I went up, that had stairs. I don't think I shot any footage of that though, so you won't know. Now for now, where are we going? We're going to go to Kobushi Koya Hut, which is the mountain hut. I'm going to have some dinner there. I'm going to make some curry. And then after that, I'm going to do a little bit of night hiking and walk down to what it says on the bottom there, Nishizawa Kiekoku Michinoe Hibitomi. That will be the bus stop. I've finally got data through 10 minutes ago, so I did some research, and apparently buses are running, and there's one at 9:38 in the morning tomorrow, back in Civilization, so I think I'll ride that. It's quite good. It's a nice ending to the saga, I think. I would show you my face currently, but I'm going to blind you because I've got a headlamp on, so I'll do that. But yeah, other than that, I think later on I might take a bit more footage, who knows, I might surprise you, but for now, Alex out. Hello friends, Alex on the 5th of December, currently, just give me a moment, 19:24 in the evening. Yeah, I just thought I'd show you. Look, I'm beyond making just instant noodles. I can also make. I can't see it for God's sake. One sec. Sausage curry. It looks really delectable, right? No, it's really calorie efficient actually. So it's you can get a pack of sausages for basically 268 yen, I seem to remember that was, so about £2, and they have 750 calories in, all of them altogether anyway, and then you have 2 packs of rice. Generally I go with it. These are about 560 because it's genmai, so it's whole grain rice, and then you also have the curry roux as well, which I use 2 of because it's quite oily, so you get lots of calories off that as well. And so yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this. I have my rice down here that you probably can't see. Yeah, before this cuts out, I'd best end it, I suppose. But yeah, once I've eaten this, I'm going to start heading down, I think. It will take a good 3 hours or so, but I'm probably a touch more as well, excuse me. But yeah, means that I'll be ending around sort of 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the evening, which is incredibly late, but as long as my headlamp holds on. I also have one more backup as well. One headlamp's gone now, so I have 2 left. But yeah. So for now, I'm going to probably dig into my curry, I think. So until next time, Alex out. Hello there, friends. Currently just about December the 5th, quarter to midnight at the moment. So I've currently returned to Civilization and come across something rather unfortunate. The campsite is not open, which is a complete pain in the bollocks, but yeah, so it's currently basically midnight. Civilization and such starts waking up around 7, 8 o'clock, so we're looking at a good 7, 8 hours of waiting around outside. I'm very glad that I picked up this fancy looking
warmth jacket in emergency situations, because this is now kind of an emergency situation. The other alternatives I can do are maybe call a cab and then go into the main city, and then I'd be able to definitely find somewhere inside. But at the same time, a cab would cost who knows how much from here. I'm betting on basically there being a bus available tomorrow from the bus stop, or one of the 2 bus stops here. I've looked and seen that there is one supposedly at 9:48, so hopefully that's true. If it's not true, well, I'm pretty fucked. I'll just have to call a taxi in that case, but yeah. Other than that, very happy that I've finally come down from the mountains. I was very on edge earlier because I came across a group of 6 monkeys. All of their eyes turned immediately towards me, and they glow in the dark when you have a headlamp on, so Jesus Christ, it scared me so much. I don't know, because monkeys can actually be quite vicious in Japan, especially when they're in groups, because they'll try and take things off you, more so than bears. So yeah, I'm quite glad that they sort of flocked off and sort of jumped up in the trees. I noticed they were watching me for a while afterwards as well, and they were following me around for a bit. But yeah, other than that, as always, thank you very much for having watched me today, and yesterday in fact. I've done a ridiculous amount of walking today. I'm on 62,000 steps, which I don't even want to try and think about how much that is. It's saying 30 miles on my Fitbit. I don't know how much that translates into kilometres. That's just for today. Keep in mind that I started at 5 o'clock in the morning today, so it's been a fairly long time, including some breaks as well there. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it actually. I've managed to get 3 down. I'll get Daibosatsu Kumatori next time with Mount Yogami. I'll do that as a threesome as well, I think. But yeah, for now, I just need to stave off the cold, I think, and survive this evening. Oh dear. Finally returned to civilization, and this is the biggest peril, really, isn't it? At least there's a toilet nearby by the looks of it. Or did I say that? It's got a close time on it. Might have to use the female toilet instead, who knows. But yeah, for now, I'm going to return to drinking my hot chocolate, which is very tasty, and there's a vending machine over there, so I have an unlimited supply. And yeah, I'll see you out the evening, and then hopefully see you either tomorrow or one of the days after that, when I'll probably give you an update video, and sort of some rounding, concluding thoughts and such on the 3 main mountains that I did this time. But yeah, for now, I'm going to get going. So, until next time, Alex, out. Hello there, friends. It's Alex on the 8th of December, Tuesday, currently 15:16, 16 minutes past 3 in the afternoon. So yeah, I'm back at my home again. We're doing this again. It's the 2nd time. It's always a good thing, right? Yeah, so I returned to Kyoto yesterday evening, following getting a night bus. Not a night bus, actually. It was a afternoon bus. I think I rode the bus at 3 o'clock and got into Kyoto around 8 o'clock in the evening, so about 5 hours. Yeah, and then I was fairly pooped, so I went to bed fairly early. I didn't really get to do any of my recordings and such that I sort of wanted to do when I got back to Kyoto immediately, so apologies for the delay. Yeah, so I just thought I'd briefly sum up what I've done this time. So I did a fair few mountains, as you probably gathered. The main objective were the 3 Hyakumezan, or the 100 famous mountains. So you have Mount Kinpu, Mount Mizugaki, Mount Kinpu, and Mount Kobushi. Mount Mizugaki is 2,230 meters, as I told you on the first day. Mount Kinpu was 2,599 meters, and then Mount Kobushi is 2,475 meters. Yeah, so quite a bit of a range there. Change of elevation in total for the 2 days was about 3,300 meters up, and then about 3,200 down in total, according to my application anyway, that was tracking what I was doing. I suppose I may as well show you as well. So on here, you may recognize from last time. So these 3 are the ones that I did last time, so Kirigimine, Tatsushina, and Yatsukatake. So I've got those 3 badges now, which is quite nice. The ones that I did this time are Mount Mizugaki here, Mount Kinpu, and then Mount Kobushi. So I was going to do Mount Kumatori, which is here, and then Mount Daibosatsu, which is here, But these two I'll do with Mount Yorgami next time, because these are kind of in the same vicinity, hence why they're in the same location on my hanging. But yeah, so the weather was really fairly good, I think, on the first day at least. The second day was quite questionable, as you probably gathered off the recordings. It was quite blustery, cold, and sort of -4, -5 during the day, which was quite surprising. Having sort of blustery, sort of ice/slurry coming down, it's not exactly pleasant, but I'm quite glad that it cleared up at the end of the day. Also, having clear enough weather so that I could go down in the evening for the 3.5 hours, 4 hours, however long that took, was obviously really nice as well. Mount Kobushi summit itself was really nice as well. Mount Kinpu, obviously, as I just said, was quite cold and blustery, so not really much to say about that. Mount Mizugaki, though, was quite nice in terms of view, and also it's quite unique in the sense it's fairly rocky at the top. You wouldn't really think that going up the forest path, and the Black Forest path that I took anyway, the Kudamori Trail. But yeah, it was that was fairly pleasant, I think. Other than that, though, yeah, I think there's not really much else to say. As to what I'm going to be doing next, I'm going to Tokyo this weekend, so I'll probably be doing Mount Tsukuba, which is on here. Mount Tsukuba here, Tsukuba-san, 877 meters, so it's quite small. Elevation change is around 600 meters. As to what I'll do after that, I'm thinking that I can probably do a couple of days up to Senjogatake. This one, 3,033 meters. That's quite big, obviously, but it's that's in the Southern Alps, so that's why it's fairly big. Senjogatake is not exactly completely covered in snow yet, though, according to some other recordings that I've seen of people anyway. So I might take advantage of that. Might do a walk over to Hosan, which is 2,840. Kaikoma as well, which is 2,967 meters. So yeah, there's lots of options there. And then going towards the end of the year, going into January, around the New Year's period, I'll be going down to Kyushu, the area, the southwestern part of Japan, and doing the 6 mountains there. So those are Kuju-san, Sobo-san, Aso-san, Kirishima-san, Kaikoma-gatake, Miyano-ure-dake. So these 6 here. These 3 are kind of in the southern part of Kyushu. These are kind of bunched together in the central part. So yeah, that's the plan so far. But yeah, I'll sort of see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it, obviously. Have a backlog of blog posts actually that I've not written up yet, so I need to get on those, I think. But other than that, I really hope that you enjoyed watching, as always. I've enjoyed having you in my pocket, as I always do. It's going to get colder and colder heading into January, so everyone else also watching, please take care of yourself during winter and COVID. You know, we've got a 3rd wave coming in Japan apparently, but you know, look after yourself, spend time with loved ones, but socially distance and such, hopefully. But yeah, don't want this to get too political, so until next time, I think that's over for now. So Alex, out.